Hey Sugar Warriors, today we are diving into something absolutely crucial. I am going to show you exactly what to do when your blood sugar spikes, plus how to prevent those scary highs in the first place. And before we jump in, I've got some exciting news that many of you have been waiting for. The advanced glucose support is finally back in stock. Yes, it is the exact same powerful formula that you all love, but let's get into our main topic first. Let's start with a situation we have all faced. You check your blood sugar and see that dreaded 300 plus reading. Your heart starts racing. The panic sets in. I'm going to give you a specific plan, but first, let me be clear. If you are experiencing severe symptoms like vomiting, extreme thirst, confusion, or rapid breathing, please seek immediate medical attention. It could be DKA, diabetic ketoacidosis. Now, this plan is for non-emergency high readings, okay? Our emergency plan for non-emergency readings starts with strategic hydration. Now, grab 16 ounces of water and add 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. If you want to boost the benefits, throw in some cucumber slices. This isn't just about hydration. The science shows that dehydration alone can raise your blood sugar by up to 50 points. The acetic acid in apple cider vinegar is particularly powerful, as research shows it can improve insulin sensitivity by up to 34%. Now, while you are sipping on your water mixture, you will want to walk briskly for 10 minutes, aiming for about 100 steps per minute. Don't worry if you cannot walk. Seated marches will work too. The key is keeping your heart rate between 90 and 120 beats per minute. Research has shown that this type of movement can lower blood sugar by 30 to 40 points within just 15 minutes. Here's the important part. Don't go too intense, okay? Sprinting or heavy exercise can temporarily raise your blood sugar, which is exactly what we don't want right now. After your movement session, we are going to use a powerful breathing technique called 4-7-8 method. Now, Dr. Whale developed this technique, and it is incredible for reducing stress hormones that can keep your blood sugar elevated. Let me walk you through it. You will sit with your back straight and place your tongue just behind your upper front teeth. Start by exhaling completely through your mouth, making a whoosh sound. Then close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold that breath for 7 counts. Then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 counts with the same whoosh sound. You'll want to repeat this cycle 4 times. Now, let's talk about preventing these high blood sugars in the first place. This is where timing becomes crucial. You know, it is fascinating. Research shows that when you eat and when you eat can actually impact your blood sugar more than what you eat. Try to eat your largest meal before 3 p.m. and make sure you're leaving 4 or 5 hours between meals. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is eating too close to bedtime. You will want to stop eating at least 3 hours before bed. When it comes to your plate, I want to think in proportions rather than strict measurements. Fill half of your plate with non-starchy vegetables. We are talking about 2 cups minimum. A quarter of your plate should be lean protein, about 4 to 6 ounces, and the remaining quarter can be complex carbs. It doesn't have to be. You can put more veggies there too. But here's the key. Add a tablespoon of healthy fats and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to optimize your blood sugar response. Let's talk about some power pairs that can actually dramatically improve your blood sugar control. You can combine cinnamon with Greek yogurt. That's incredibly effective. Just add a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, berberine, also taken with meals, is another powerhouse combination. So for that, aim for 500 milligrams per meal. This is actually one of the reasons I'm so excited about advanced glucose support being back in stock. It combines these powerful ingredients in the exact doses shown to be effective in clinical studies. Now, let's go back and talk about some hidden factors that might be sabotaging your blood sugar control. Sleep is actually a massive one that most people overlook. Would you believe that getting less than 6 hours of sleep can increase your insulin resistance by 33%? I see this all the time. In my community, in my patients, people focus so much on diet but ignore their sleep schedule. The solution isn't that complicated, but requires consistency. For example, set a bedtime alarm, just like you set a morning alarm. Create a 30-minute wind-down routine and keep your bedroom cool between 65 and 68 degrees is pretty much optimal. Speaking of overlooked factors, let's talk about hydration. I cannot tell you how many times that I have seen people's blood sugar improve dramatically just by drinking enough water. You need at least 64 ounces daily unless you have low sodium to begin with. But here's the trick. Front load your water intake before 2 p.m. This helps prevent those nighttime bathroom trips that can disrupt your sleep. A lot of people don't drink at all during the day, and they start drinking when they come home in the evening, which disrupts their sleep because they're in the bathroom all the time at night. I will also say that you need to watch your urine color. So how do you know you're hydrated? Well, you're aiming for something that looks like a light lemonade. If you are active, you will need to add electrolytes as well, maybe around 400 milligrams of potassium and 200 milligrams of magnesium daily. Now, let's talk about your morning routine, because what you do first in the morning can impact your blood sugar all day. I know many of you love the morning coffee, but timing is crucial. If you drink coffee before eating, it can spike your blood sugar by up to 50%. Instead, eat a protein-rich breakfast first, then wait about 90 minutes after waking and having your breakfast before your first coffee. Here's a pro tip for you. Add a tablespoon of cinnamon to your coffee. It not only tastes great, but also helps with the blood sugar control that may go wrong with coffee. Movement throughout the day is another game changer. Just take a 10-minute walk within 30 minutes of each meal. If you cannot walk, do like 50 air squats or seated marches. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Stand up every hour for at least 2 minutes. Set an alarm if you need to. Remember, small movements add up to significant blood sugar improvements over time. Stress management is probably the most underrated aspect of blood sugar control. Did you know that stress can raise your blood sugar more than the food, even without food? That's why I want you to implement a specific stress management protocol. For example, start your morning with 5 minutes of meditation. Nothing fancy, just focus on your breath. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Take 30 seconds cold shower. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, and if you do that, you'll feel better. Think about breathing. Do 4 rounds of that 4-7-8 breathing we talked about earlier. Throughout the day, use that breathing technique before meetings or when you feel stressed. It is simple. Breathe in for 4 counts, exhale for 4, hold for 4. That's a shorter version of the breathing technique. Get outside for at least 10 minutes of nature walking. Never ignore that. The combination of movement and nature has been shown to lower stress hormones significantly. Now that advanced glucose support is back, let me tell you exactly how to integrate it to your routine. Take your first Sugarmd advanced glucose support first dose with your morning meal and your second dose with your lunch and the third with dinner. Start with 1 with each meal, and if there's no stomach issues, go to 2 capsules with each meal. The best results are with 2 capsules with every meal. Consistency is key here. The ingredients work cumulatively, so you will want to take it daily. Track your fasting glucose for 30 days to see a good result. Many of our community members see improvements within actually the first week, but the full benefits often take up to 3 to 4 weeks, and for some people, it keeps going on until 3 months. Let's talk about measuring your success, because what gets measured gets managed. Check your morning glucose, right? The fasting glucose at the same time each day. Because sometimes you may wake up with a blood sugar of 80, and if you don't eat breakfast 2 hours later, it may be already 140. So stick to the same time. you're aiming for 80 to 100 milligram per deciliter. Test 2 hours after meals too, because you want to stay under 140 after meals. If you can, that's the best case scenario. Keep track of your weekly metrics like fasting insulin, average daily steps, sleep duration, stress levels. Rate your stress on a daily scale of 1 to 10. And monthly, look at your A1C trends, body composition changes, energy levels, whether your medication needs changed or maybe your supplementation needs changed. The implementation strategy is fairly straightforward but requires commitment. Start by practicing the emergency protocol. Yes, practice it when you don't need it, so you're prepared actually when you do need it. Then gradually add the other elements that we have discussed. Remember, this is a comprehensive approach. You cannot just focus on one aspect and expect optimal results for everything. I want to wrap up by emphasizing something important. Managing blood sugar isn't just about avoiding highs and lows. It is about creating a sustainable lifestyle that supports your overall health. With the advanced glucose support back in stock and these strategies in place, you have everything you need to take control of your blood sugar. Now, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based diabetes management strategies. Please drop a line and drop a comment below with your favorite blood sugar management tip that you have learned today. Stay healthy, stay happy, sugar warriors. I'll see you in the next video.